look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech, on the disrespect. Before they play, you better button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. It is Friday. The weekend is here. We done made it. This is gonna be a special one today. Chapters down below if you want to skip around. Sub button right there. Appreciate the mad love for taking the time to help the channel grow. We got some exciting ones. Literally just popped off like yesterday, last night. So without further ado, let's go. All right, now into the first set of Street Fighter 6. Elena is finally here. Well, kinda, not really. You be the judge. Buttons that need to be checked, and you already know the FGC is reacting. But first, let's watch this short trailer. It's like a teaser trailer. I promise I have not seen it yet. First of all, let me put it on the screen. Street Fighter, the official page, posted this saying, with nature and wildlife at her side, Elena dances at the Street Fighter 6 on June 5th. June 5th. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. The same day, the years 1 and 2 Fighters Edition arrives, like a, what is that, meerkat? Stay alert to keep an eye out for the channel of her gameplay trailer coming soon. Now let's watch this for the first time. Let's go. Okay, let's check this out, y'all. I think it's only like a few seconds or a minute long. There she is. Wow. She's actually going to be in this damn game. Of course. There she is. Okay. Okay, that's that bullshit. All right. Got the capoeira going on. The power of the jungle. Or not so much the jungle, but you know. That's it? Wow. Available June 5th. Okay, that is it. Short and sweet, if you can consider it sweet, but let's unpack some stuff and I'll weigh in for a second. I think we might even have a reaction from Dirty Low. Anyway, right here, these are some of the comments under the YouTube channel saying, damn, even the zebras are using Drive Rush now. That one has almost 3,000 likes. Then continuing on, somebody says, Akuma, no friends. Elena, Akuma, oh hi Elena. And that one has almost 3,000 likes. Please have more Elena and Akuma friends moments. It's such a special relationship in the series. I appreciate the consistency of having John World Tour be a part of all of these. And that one has over 4,000 likes. Holy shit. And this one right here is probably one of my favorites. This one has over 2,000 likes. It says, this is the please shut the fuck up, we're working on it trailer. Okay, and from there we got some FGC reactions. Like I said, I'll tell you my opinion right here. Justin Wong starts it off saying, bro, the design is so good, I cannot wait for the gameplay. Continuing on with Broski saying, what do you mean June 5th? Are we really going into a new CPT season with no season 3 patch? This has literally never happened before. Continuing on with Brian F saying, Elena looks cool and I'm not even an Elena fan usually. I hope this also means that we get a stage like Street Fighter 4 Solar Eclipse as well. June 5th means CPT has officially been left behind. Competitive circuit and content sessions, or I'm sorry, seasons no longer aligned at all. And then I'm still the daddy on a different perspective right here saying she's as ugly as I imagine. Okay, not feeling Elena. Then we go deeper with Meta RD saying happy she's almost here. Starting the 3rd CPT season on the 2nd season of the game is a tough pill to swallow. Then we even got Punk the God saying June 5th is kind of crazy, but hopefully season 3 will be out before then because it's so many CPT/EWC events before then, and that's a big thing. You see these last few comments, a lot of the pros are like, wait, how the fuck are we not aligned anymore? You're telling me we're gonna go into a whole new season and not have the update? Like usually the new update is right, isn't it right after like the Cap Cup, something like that? Now you guys are gonna be late as hell. Doesn't it seem like it's gonna kind of mess with the new season? Anyway, going deeper right here, I even see Big Bird. Big Bird posts this saying, kind of disappointed with how Capcom is handling Street Fighter 6 season and DLC. Street Fighter 5 used to have the next season started as soon as Cap Cup is over. Now we're overlapping old and new patch with the next season of the CPT. And then we even got Alex Valle. Alex kind of taking some guesses on how things are going to play out right here, saying Elena is coming soon. Modern Street Fighter, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, Year 3 has updated to Arcade Edition. Will Street Fighter 6 follow the same trend? Then you see right here, Street Fighter 4 Vanilla Super Arcade, Street Fighter 5 Vanilla Season 2 Arcade, Street Fighter 6 Season 1 Season 2 Elena / Arcade Edition? Question mark. And then I believe we have a clip. Yeah, we have a clip from Brian F. He posted this just a few hours ago. Now this video I think is almost 8 minutes long, so I'll put the link down below so you can check it out. We're gonna check out just a quick clip. He talks about how he does like the Elena design. He's hopeful in a way, but he's also not a fan of how things aren't aligned anymore, and he thinks that it's gonna be, that it's not, I don't know, feeling kind of wonky, for lack of a better term, because I can't think right now. Either way, let's check out the clip.
But I'm willing to give her a shot in this iteration, and I like the vibes of this trailer for sure. But getting a first glimpse at Elena is not all we got from this announcement. We actually got her release date as well, and surprise, surprise, it's technically in spring. Capcom gave the official release date now as June 5th, which is, wow, what a coincidence, the release date for the Switch 2. Capcom had already announced with the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct that they're going to be doing a Street Fighter 6 Years 1 and 2 edition, which had Elena artwork front and center for the announcement, so it was assumed that Elena would be a part of that. But now we know for sure that Elena is releasing with that bundle and will be made available when the Switch 2 releases. And they're really pushing the definition of spring, and normally I wouldn't care too much about that for this DLC, except for how it conflicts with the competitive circuit. You see, Elena is part of the Season 2 DLC, and generally the DLC character releases coincide with the major patch and version of the game we're playing on. And generally the major version of the game we're playing on coincides with the competitive circuit. As Capcom Cup finished last month, we would be expecting, typically since Street Fighter 5 era, that a new patch, new balance patch would have came out to set the stage for the new season, along with the next iteration of DLC characters, so that we have a new patch and a new batch of characters to look forward to for the next season. However, with Elena announced for June 5th, that means we have 2 CPT Premier offline events occurring before Elena even releases. That is going to be Evo Japan on May 9th and Combo Breaker on May 23rd. The first offline premiere that will actually be able to have access to Elena will be CEO on June 13th. And with no other announcements regarding balance patches, I think it's fairly safe to assume that if there is even going to be a Season 3 balance patch to keep the meta fresh for the new season, it would probably coincide with that June 5th release date for Elena. But even then, it's not sure because they've been radio silent on that front. This means it seems pretty guaranteed that 1/4 of the offline CPT season for this year will be played on the old meta from last season, the old DLC characters and the old balance patch, which I personally find pretty disappointing for those who are maybe newer to this whole Street Fighter world and the CPT circuit and how the content updates used to work. We literally used to finish Capcom Cup, and that night a new balance patch would go live. It's a little stinky. It kind of sucks. I don't love it, I have to be honest. I am happy we're still getting continuous updates, of course, but I do wish EVO Japan, the mark of the new CPT season, coincided with the updates and the new batch of DLC so that we had a fresh start and a fresh reminder to look back on when going into this season. But all in all, though, I'm happy to finally see Elena. I'm waiting for the gameplay trailer, and I'll be doing a detailed breakdown, of course, when that comes out to see what she has to offer in terms of her actual gameplay. It's going to be interesting to see what direction they take.
All right, so there you have it, y'all. Finishing it up saying it's going to be interesting to see on which direction they take. Said it's a little stinky. My man Brian said it's a little stinky, but not a fan of it, but he's hopeful. You know, now, you see the concerns. You see the pros. Now, obviously, this is the one side of the esports side. I keep going back to like the casual side. They don't give a shit. And it just seems like the FGC or the devs right now are catering more to casuals more than ever. It does seem like glass half full, that a lot of them are still trying. There's still glimmers of hope. But I don't know, things are, like I said, things are weird. Now we're talking about June 5th. It's really weird. Now going to the design, but you know, I think I'll save that for the ender. I think I'll save that for the ending clip of this video because I'm pretty passionate how I feel about all this. Either way, there you have it. Some people concerned, some people hyped. How y'all feeling? Let me know. And next up for this insane Fatal Fury SNK marketing buttons that need to be checked. Y'all, what is going on with this game? There's been concerns and ridiculous characters released, and they finally released one that actually belongs in the game just a couple days ago. Now, SNK, well, they've been doing this, right? They're sponsoring this huge boxing match. I believe it's in Saudi, and it's like Eubank versus Ben, right? It's going down, I wanna say this weekend, but either way, it's going down pretty soon, and they're wrapping it around Fatal Fury, right? City of the Wolves, promoting their asses off with this. It's kind of cool that they're mixing the two. We got boxing, a competitive sport, mixed with the FGC. Crazy ass marketing. They just dropped this trailer today. They dropped it today. I see Fighting Games Daily actually posting this saying, I show Speed and KSI in promotional trailer for Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, and Eubank versus Ben match. This is insane how much SNK spent to make this happen. Okay, let's check this out. To me, before I show it to y'all, it's clear that they're marketing the shit out of Fatal Fury. I guess that's cool, right? They're spending a lot of money on this. Some people in the FGC felt some type of way about this trailer because they were like, it's too all over the place. I don't understand what they're trying to market. Where the hell is SNK? I mean, as far as like Fatal Fury, where the hell are those characters? They could have put more in. But others are saying like, yo, you're missing the point. It's to market a boxing match and they're sprinkling, you know, Fatal Fury around it. Either way, you be the judge. Let's go. This really does feel like a movie in a way, y'all.
SNK 本部へようこそ。ここでは画廊伝説のすべてが保管されています。
Yo, look at that. He's Howard.
Here, you can see our server room where millions of players are playing online as we speak.
There we go.
Here you can see the original artwork of
Speed. Speed, where are you going?
Whoa! Yo, Chad, this place is sick! Yo, what is that red button?
Bro, don't do anything stupid.
Nah. It must have a new game in this. Chad, should I hit the red button?
Do not press the button.
Getting this acting on. There we go. You got little clips, right?
Chad, should I take it?
You're mine. Let us finish what your fathers couldn't.
Speed, do not press the red button.
Zapping the boxes in there.
Son? Oh no.
What's up?
Destiny has brought you here. 32 years in the making. The fight no one could make happen. Now I, Geese Howard, will make it happen.
Okay, got a video game style, right?
Eubank Jr. versus Connor Ben.
Connor Ben.
Oh my god, Chad, are you getting this?
I'm gonna get you out of that, Speed.
Oh, you boxers ain't built for this. Chad, this is crazy. Oh my god.
Come on, son. Yeah. Okay. Reset.
Okay. See, I don't know the significance of him crushing the A. Okay, you got mine there. I like how they made Speed like one of the characters.
Time to end this.
次の。
Oh, thank God. Help, my friend's stuck.
Oh shit. I actually haven't seen this thing the whole way through. She whooping his ass, huh?
Finally, time to settle what your fathers never could. Fight!
What your fathers never could.
that started a legacy continues. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Connor Ben.
Damn.
The fate of a family legacy will be decided.
Oh no, it's the 26th. It's the 26th. There we have it. Now I think the reason why, like you see some people arguing, and I'll put some comments on the screen where they're like saying it's really hard to please the FGC, huh? Why so many hate on this? And then they're like, do people actually don't want SNK to succeed? Just imagine how many future players are interested just with speed alone. Fighting games is like, on top of that, it's a promotional trailer. Of course, they are targeting a wide variety of people. I think most people are just shocked seeing SNK being in the mainstream advertisement. SNK has always been low-key compared to other publishers. They're like, I understand the idea, but who's the target? The game was barely shown. It's trying to do so many things at once. If it was just a commercial for a COTW, it'd be better. That was a mess in terms of message. Fighting Game says this was a promo for Fatal Fury and the fight. When the fight takes place, the venue will be plastered with Fatal Fury advertisements. Let them do their thing. We good as long as the game we are buying is solid and packed with people. There you have it. It continues right there. And I thought the same thing, y'all. Like when I first saw it, I was thinking it was gonna be more, Fatal Fury. So when I saw a clip of it, I was like, okay, I'm not really seeing too much Fatal Fury. But then I reread it, and I was like, oh, it's for the fucking boxing match. You know, they're intertwining the two, so it makes sense. I think this is just me. And once again, I'm not trying to seem like well, I was gonna say hater, but it would be completely opposite in this case because I actually liked the trailer just because I understood the point that they were trying to make. And bigger picture, I think it's cool, y'all, because the fucking FGC is finally doing bigger things. As far as like, we're expanding our reach now. Think about it that way. Now we're messing with speed and KSI and fucking boxing and Saudi, and obviously we already knew that was Saudi, but still, it's like expanding in a way that we never knew, and it's Fatal Fury. Who would have fucking guessed in this day and age that it would be Fatal Fury to do all of this? On top of that, also have $1 million tournament coming up at the EWC. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? So you can say a lot, and if you don't like it, I completely understand. But the marketing and how much money they're investing in this and the growth, and let me make this point clear. I don't even know if it's going to be successful in bringing new people to the party. I really don't. Some of it I think is going to be a miss. When they put certain characters, Ronaldo, and I could see in some sense how some people might play the game. But in others, I'm like, that's not the demographic that would ever play fighting games, so I think it's a miss in a way, right? If anything, I just think they're doing it more for fun. So I don't know, at the scheme of things, if it's gonna even work, where they're gonna be like, whoa, it's the biggest game ever now because our marketing was so successful. I don't know if that's gonna be the case at all. But what I do know is, it's just putting more eyeballs and more recognition on fighting games than ever before. And that's the point I'm making, and that's what I think is really cool. But how y'all feeling? Let me know. That it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you were feeling. Thank you guys for the amazing love. Appreciate y'all as always. We will see you soon. It's Friday. Enjoy the damn weekend. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I feel like we're just getting started. So much still to talk about, and just getting better. I'm already out of breath. Why am I? You know you out of shape when you sitting down and out of breath. Anyway, thank you guys for the amazing love. I do got my opinion on Elena coming up. I decided, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna put it as the end clip because it's gonna take too much time, and I'm very passionate about what I got to say. So either way, thank you guys for the amazing love, and as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all, fella. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe. Let me back up before I say this, because some of y'all gonna hate me. You already know, by the way, I don't like Elena. You know that. I've been so clear about that on this channel. I hated her cheap ass since the moment I laid eyes on her. Anyway, saying that, let me back up. And hold on. I promise I'm not saying this out of spite. I promise, because I actually, believe it or not, I was actually wanting her to be good, wanting her to be different. Now, if she played the same way, I'm still gonna hate. But I wanted her to be good, look good, and play different to where she wasn't cheap. All right, let me back up now. Okay, now in saying that, let me get over here, y'all. In saying that, the design that I just saw, I think it looked like straight ass. I'm just saying, okay, listen, don't throw your phone on the ground. Don't be sending me hate mail. I'm just saying, I thought it looked cheap as hell. I thought it looked like an avatar. I thought it looked like an avatar that somebody could create. That's how cheap I thought the design was. Now listen to me. I'm saying, here's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm saying the damn leak that we just saw, I'll put it on the screen. I thought that looked good. I did, but what we just saw, that didn't look like her to me. Now maybe when she comes, hold on, let's scoot on my knees right here. Maybe when she comes out, she'll look better. Hey, maybe she plays different. Then I could be like, hey, this is what's up. This is what's up. But for them to drop what they just did and then be like June 5th, what the fuck? I mean, just wait then. Just wait then. Don't give us just a little sprinkle and then we like, that's it? That's all we get? Just wait. I was thinking, you know what I was thinking? I was like, okay, they're making us wait all this time. Man, when they release something next, it's gonna be fucking fire. Like it's gonna be so, they're gonna just go like boom, 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 boom. So we're all gonna be like, worth the wait. Worth the wait. This shit was amazing. They done dropped it on us. Honestly, if they did it that way, all forgiven. All forgiven. You know that's what time it would be. But because if you do this little shit, sprinkle, sprinkle, tease, 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 there, come on. That's not it. I am being glass half full right now, but you have to understand, Capcom done filled the glass with piss. So it's a glass half full, but it's a half full of piss. So it's not really looking too bright to me.